Hi guys, I have some more great books to share with you that are all available on Sora. Sora continues to add some great titles, new books, books in foreign languages, more audiobooks. They're really providing a lot more things for you guys to get into. So if you're looking for a good book and you have something specific you're looking for, or if you just want to browse, head over to Sora. They have some great stuff. Hopefully we can find you something that you're going to love reading. But first, let me share what I found this week on Sora. They have started to add some more graphic novel titles, and the first one that I came across that I was excited about was Black Panther by Ta-Nehisi Coates. And this is part of the A Nation Under Our Feet series of comics. It's book 1, so it's the start of a series. And here's the synopsis. A new era begins for the Black Panther. MacArthur genius and National Book Award-winning writer Ta-Nehisi Coates takes the helm, confronting T'Challa with dramatic upheaval in Wakanda that will make leading the African nation tougher than ever before. When a superhuman terrorist group calling itself the People sparks a violent uprising, the land famed for its incredible technology and proud warrior tradition will be thrown into turmoil. As suicide bombers terrorize the population, T'Challa struggles to unite his citizens, and a familiar villain steps out of the shadows. If Wakanda is to survive, it must adapt. But can its monarch, one in a long line of Black Panthers, survive the necessary change? Heavy lies the head that wears the cowl. The artwork in this one is gorgeous. It's by Brian Stelfreeze. And the story is really good. It kicks off a whole new plotline for T'Challa and Wakanda and Black Panther. The next book goes in a completely different direction. It's called Brooklyn Burning by Steve Bresnoff. So here's the synopsis for this one. When you're 16 and no one understands who you are, sometimes the only choice left is to run. If you're lucky, you find a place that accepts you, no questions asked. And if you're really lucky, that place has a drum set, a place to practice, and a place to sleep. For Kid, the streets of Greenpoint, Brooklyn are that place. Over the course of 2 scorching summers, Kid falls hopelessly in love and then loses nearly everything and everyone worth caring about. But as summer draws to a close, Kid finally finds someone who can last beyond the sunset. Brooklyn Burning is a fearless and unconventional love story. Bresnoff never identifies the gender of his 2 main characters, and readers will draw their own conclusions about Kid and Scout. Whatever they decide, Brooklyn Burning is not a book any teen reader will soon forget. Brooklyn Burning is the story of 2 summers in Brooklyn, 2 summers of fires, music, loss, and ultimately love. So this one definitely has a romantic bent, but it also has a lot of trying to figure out who you want to be and where you fit in and who you want to spend your time with. Friends, someone romantically, kind of looks at both things. And I really, really like the fact that they never say what gender Kid and Scout are. You're kind of left to relate to it however you want to. And that's something that's very different than other books. The next book is called See No Color by Shannon Gibney. And I really, really love this cover. Here's the synopsis. For as long as she can remember, 16-year-old Alex Kittredge has known 2 things about herself. She's a stellar baseball player. And she's adopted. Alex has had a comfortable childhood in Madison, Wisconsin. Despite some teasing, being a biracial girl in a wealthy white family hasn't been that big of a deal. What mattered was that she was the star on the diamond, where her father, a former major leaguer, coached her hard and counted on her to make him proud. But now things are changing. She meets Reggie, the first Black guy who's wanted to get to know her. She discovers the letters from her biological father that her adoptive parents have been keeping from her. And her changing body starts to affect her game. Suddenly, Alex begins to question who she really is. She's always dreamed of playing pro ball just like her father, but can she really do it? Does she truly fit in with her family? Who were her biological parents? And what does it mean to be Black? If she's going to find the answers, Alex has to come to terms with her adoption, her race, and the dreams she thought would always guide her. So this book packs a lot into its covers. It really looks at, for Alex, is who she has become who she was meant to be? And tied into that is her really wanting to know who her family is and who she is related to who they are. And all through it, you also get all sorts of sports, friends, some comedy, some humor. So it's a really, really great book. The next book is called Cheddar Me Diet by Ta-Nehisi. And this is a little bit of an older book. It's the start of a series, the Cheddar Me series. And this is a book that I've really enjoyed for a long time. And it has an absolutely gorgeous cover. So here's the synopsis. One touch is all it takes. One touch and Juliet Ferrars can leave a full-grown man gasping for air. One touch and she can kill. No one knows why Juliet has such an incredible power. It feels like a curse, a burden that one person alone could never bear. But the reestablishment sees it as a gift, sees her as an opportunity for a deadly weapon. Juliet has never fought for herself before, but when she's reunited with the one person who she ever cared about, she finds a strength she never knew she had. So where the last couple books were realistic fiction, this one definitely falls into the realm of fantasy. And Juliet is a pretty phenomenal character who's trying to figure out how she can use this crazy power that she has for herself instead of being controlled by other people. And again, this kicks off the Cheddar Me series, and her stories really take you on a journey all over the place as Juliet tries to figure out what she's going to do and what the right thing is to do. The last book I'm going to share with you is called Tight by Tori Maldonado. And the synopsis is, tight. Lately, Brian's been feeling in it all kind of ways. Brian knows what's tight for him, reading comics, drawing superheroes, and hanging out with no drama. But drama is every day where he's from, and that gets him tight, wound up. And now Brian's friend Mike pressures him with ideas of fun that are crazy risks. At first, it's a rush following Mike, hopping turnstiles, subway surfing, getting into all kinds of trouble. But Brian never really feels right acting so wrong. And drama really isn't him. So which way will he go? Especially when his dad tells him it's better to be hard and feared than liked. But if there's one thing Brian's gotten from his comic heroes, it's that he has a power to stand up for what he feels. Tori Maldonado delivers a fast-paced, insightful, dynamic story capturing urban community life. Readers will connect with Brian's journey as he navigates a tough world with a heartfelt desire for a different life. So this is another realistic fiction book, and it follows Brian as he kind of tests out, is he going to be a bad kid? Is he going to be mean? Is he going to be nice? Who is he going to be? And he has all these pressures from everyone around him, and he has to figure out how to decide for himself what he wants. So those are the 5 books for this week. They are all great books. Sora continues to have amazing books. There is also on your Clever the ability to log into Mac and Via. Mac and Via will allow you to borrow other ebooks from the library. I'm going to start really digging through that collection. It's a little bigger and a little harder to find exactly what I'm looking for, but there are some phenomenal titles that you guys have actually recommended to me that I have read that I'm going to share out with you guys. So that's it for this week. Miss you guys as always. Cannot wait to get back to the library together. The library is having library office hours on Mondays at 11:30. Everybody is welcome. If you go into the Clever or the Canvas site for the library, the information for hopping on that is in there, and I would love to see your faces. It's been way too long. Have a great week, guys.